Hey Stampers, welcome to Stamps in the Mail Month 2. I am so excited about this one. We're a couple days late, but I think we can make it up. And I hope you like the video because I think it's going to show you some really cool tricks that you're going to be able to do with the ribbon on all four of these cards and on your box. So you received in your kit this beautiful black striped ribbon, and now we have it in a lot more beautiful colors. So you really want to check your catalog and let me know if you don't have a new catalog, because you definitely want one. All right, so I want to show you first the actual layout of the box, because you received the base, which is the basic black, and it is just a 1.5. You're going to score it 1.5 on all four sides and then assemble the box. And then this piece here is I believe it was a 9-inch piece, and score at 1.5. Please don't quote me on these because I don't have my paper in front of me. But the box is attached here with sticky strip, and then it folds over this way, and then you close. And then you received Velcro pieces, and I put 2 here, and then I have 2 here for the top. Okay? So that's how the box goes together, and it's going to hold your 4 cards in the envelopes, and you could probably even fit some more cards in there. All right, so now I want to show you how you're going to make what I call ruffles in the ribbon, and you're not sewing. And that is what I think is so great, because a lot of people don't have sewing machines, or, oh my word, they would never use their great sewing machines on paper. So let me show you. Sticky strip is your best friend. It is your best friend for any box, and it is also great to keep ribbon in place. So what you're going to do is, typically I told you to have a 16-inch piece of ribbon. And on this one, what I did was, right underneath this piece here, I put a small strip of sticky strip underneath that basic black piece. And then I brought it around. So imagine it looking like this. I just folded it over like that, and it's underneath that piece. I then took a piece of sticky strip, and it's underneath the ribbon. And I brought it across, and then I made my ruffle. Brought it across, made my ruffle. To keep those ruffles in place, just take a piece of, or 2 little mini glue dots, and put one here, and then tack it down, and it will stay down. I made this box right before I left Colorado Springs, and it has done fantastic. And you have seen how far this box has gone. So that's all you're going to do, is just put 2 pieces of, or 2 little mini glue dots there, and it will stay. All right, so again, wrap it around. Make sure you have your sticky strip all the way across, and then as you're feeding it across, lay it down, bring it up, lay it down, bring it up, and then you'll come across here. Now, I told you 16 inches. If you're a skimpy thing on ribbon, then you can measure it out to be a little bit closer to what you need. I said 16 inches just to give you a little bit more to work with. And then you're just going to cut a V on the edge at the end to make it pretty. So that's that one. This one is pretty much the same thing, but a little bit different. What I did here was I actually folded this piece of ribbon in half. Okay, so fold the ribbon in half. And then I took it and made a ruffle. Same thing on this one though. On this card, what I did, in order to keep that ruffle in place, I pushed a brad straight through, and that kept it intact. And then again, you have your sticky strip underneath that ribbon, and it is going to stay totally in place. Okay? Now you'll notice on this card right here, I had a silver brad. In your vintage trinkets, you want to use those brads. Again, I did these cards quite a while ago when the trinkets weren't available yet, and I knew I was going to use them. All right, so for this card, pretty much the same thing. You can see underneath there is my ribbon. So I started my ribbon like this. You can either put the sticky strip here, or you can put it directly onto that very vanilla piece. And I wrapped it around. I'm going to show you right here. Just tucked under. And then I came up and made my ruffle like that. Now at this point, remember, this piece here is not attached to the main card base. So what I did was I took 2 brads. You can use the vintage trinket brads, and you can make those show up. You really can't see mine, and mine are actually black brads because, again, when I made these, I did not have the vintage trinkets. But you could put 2 vintage trinket brads right there because they are absolutely beautiful to keep that in place. Or you can use a mini glue dot if you don't want to waste your vintage brads. But ladies, use them. They're pretty. Again, you're going to use your ribbon scissors and just snip that to make it look pretty. And it will hang down. You'll see this is actually loose. Okay, next one. Try not to cough. Okay, so on this guy, same thing, but you'll see this piece here is tacked down with dimensionals. Before you tack that down, you're actually going to make your ruffly ribbon. Once again, I put sticky strip here or even on the cardstock and then laid the sticky strip across that piece and did my ruffles. 1, 2, 3, and brought it across. Okay. This brad is keeping it actually in place, but here underneath these 2, what I used was mini glue dots. Okay, and this last one, it may look difficult, but it's actually super, super simple. And again, this card, this is actually one of my favorite cards. What I did for this one is I folded the ribbon in half. Let me bring that down so you can see. So there's my ribbon. I folded it in half. Then I took this piece and I came up like this. Excuse me, sorry. And then I took that white linen thread, I put it down, and I came and I tied it in a knot. Then I took this and brought it to the card and tied it in a bow. Okay? Tied the white linen thread in a bow. This is some antique linen I found at an antique shop, and it truly is some of my favorite stuff. And that's how I made this. And again, I just trimmed my ends to make them pretty. In order to tack this down, you could use sticky strip, but I used a pop-up glue dot, so it really was not going to move. And then you can fluff it. If you've flattened it out, just fluff it afterwards. And it makes for a pretty, fluffy, fun card. Great tricks to use on all different kinds of cards. You can do this with any type of ribbon. I like this ribbon just because it's thick and it's a lot of fun to work with. So I hope this helps you with Stamps in the Mail. You know, if you have any questions, you know you can call me or email me, and I always want to help you. Have a great month. Enjoy your summer, and I look forward to stamping with you next month. Have a great day.